Hello, my name is Alberto Cano and this is my role presentation. And for this we had to choose a picture. I chose this picture, Cyber Natives. And the reason I chose this picture is because when I saw the picture I was really amazed on how new generations at such young age adapt to technology really quick. And this is a perfect example of this. As we can see at first sight, we can see three kids sitting in a couch, each of them holding a MacBook, not any computer, a MacBook, and we can see two girls and one boy. The boy, if you look in really closely, well, appears to be the oldest. The girl on the left appears to be the middle one, and the girl in the middle appears to be the youngest. And but now if um, we take a look really closely, for example, in the back. uh, Here in the back, we can see some books. Here we can see some papers, some backpacks. And now, what technology really does is that it is good, but it also it can become an addiction through time. And we can see, for example, in the books. For example, here we take a zoom in. We can see that there are some books, and we don't know if they read them or not. But for example, here they appear to be they put a picture frame covering the book, so I don't think they probably they take the books. We can also see some board games down here, and we don't, even though we don't know if they do play them or not. We've seen a picture. I don't think they play games anymore or read books. Now, if we take a close up here, we can see that um, what it has done to them. That they're not really organized. They leave papers on top of the couch. They leave their backpacks on the couch and stuff like that. So this is what a lot of causes, I guess, that technology does. Now, there was a research done to 2,200 women, and what they said is that 70% of their kids played a computer video game from the ages 2 to 5 years old, which is a really young age. But the problem is that only about 11% were able to pass the shoelace test. So imagine, I mean, a kid playing, knowing the controls for a computer game, but not knowing how to tie his shoes. I mean, that's just pretty amazing. And what this can cause at such young age, it may form an addiction. There was a study done to 17 people that had internet addiction disorder, and their brains were scanned and compared to 16 people who were healthy, and the results were amazing. I mean, there was unusual white matter in in the brain, and they compared this to people who had addiction to alcohol or drugs such as cocaine, heroin, marijuana, and meth, and they see this same type of changes in the brain, and they were truly amazed to see how an internet addiction causes the same effects, we can say, as those of from drug addicts. And the evidence they found on internet addicts, it could be traced back to problems with emotions, decision making, and self control. So imagine at such young age, being with a computer and mm, not realizing that it can become an addiction. Professor Gottmer Schumann said that the he had also seen the type of changes in video game addicts, and we know that a lot of kids, maybe not girls, but boys do play a lot of video games, and there's a higher risk of becoming an internet addict when being a video game addict. And it is said that 1 in 8 Americans to have an internet addiction. So this is a pretty big number. And well, mothers can say, for example, let them be on the computer, so they're not doing anything or making disasters or something like that. Um, but if when they're in the computer, um, they are open to several things. For example, Facebook, even though it's a great resource, kids at such young age shouldn't use them. It is Facebook policy that 13-year-old and younger kids should not have Facebook. But 38% of kids in America have Facebook. So I don't think in this picture any of these kids are 13 or older. Um, what I'm trying to say is that technology is good, but I don't think it's good to use it at such young age. Maybe for just 1 hour or maximum two. But I don't think it's good for them to teach them that it's okay for them to have a MacBook at such young age. So I think we should try to teach parents that it's not good for them to have a computer at such young age, a known computer, because it can really damage them in the future. Thank you.